it's a supreme blow to the TMC in West Bengal, where the Supreme Court has steered into the lawlessness after TMC win. The Supreme Court has said that TMC attack on BJP backers is clearly anti-democratic. In fact, the Supreme Court has also cancelled the bail of 6 TMC workers who were involved in this case. You would remember in 2021 when Hindu families and women were attacked, where the Supreme Court has come down heavily on the TMC government over the state of affairs in the state. It was a revenge attack by TMC cadre after Mamata Banerjee had won. And now the bail of those 6 TMC workers that has been cancelled. The Bengal police had allegedly helped those attackers is what had come to light. And here you see how the Supreme Court has come down heavily on the TMC government, saying that such lawlessness is unacceptable. Cutting across to Anisha Mathur joining us on the phone line with further details of what transpired in the top court and how it's a big blow for the TMC.
This was a matter relating to about 6 men who were accused in an arson and attempt to rape case arising from one of the districts in West Bengal in 2021. What has been alleged is that in Jatra area, this incident had happened, and now the Supreme Court has cancelled the bail that was granted to them. Remember, these men were granted bail by the High Court in this matter, but the CBI came to the Supreme Court for cancellation of bail. This incident happened in May 2021, just after the announcement of results of the Assembly election. And the Supreme Court bench of Justices Vikram Nath and Sandeep Mehta in its judgment has said that the charge sheet was filed in 2022, but till date the trial has not budged at all. There has been non-cooperation by the accused person, that there is threatening and intimidation of witnesses, and most importantly, what the court has said, that the nature and gravity of the offence is nothing short of an attack on the roots of democracy. And that is why, taking note of the fact that the accused persons, after being granted bail, have absconded, that the fact that the witnesses are being threatened, and the fact that this was a very, very serious crime that had happened within the same village or family of a BJP worker was attacked, the court has cancelled the bail and directed these people, all 6 persons, to surrender immediately, and also to ensure, has directed the trial court to adopt any coercive measures necessary if they do not surrender within 2 weeks. Back to you.
All right, Anisha, many thanks for getting us those details. I'd also like to cut across to Indrajit Kundu joining us from Kolkata with the very latest. Indrajit, you know, there have been several instances in the past where we learnt of how the cops in West Bengal have worked at the behest of their political masters. And it is hugely embarrassing for the TMC to how the cops allegedly helped these TMC workers in order to take that quote-unquote revenge. Absolutely unacceptable, because if these people don't protect civilians, then who will?
Well, this, of course, is going to be a severe indictment for the ruling dispensation here in West Bengal. Especially, it's an indictment of the state police as well, because in this order, where this is a case that belongs to 2021, post-poll violence, and despite charge sheet being filed in 2022, a year later, trial has not begun. And the accused person are absconding. So the court has categorically stated that the accused respondents must surrender before the trial court within 2 weeks from the order which came out this week. And failing to do so, the local police will have to arrest them. And the trial should be expedited and proceedings should conclude within a period of 6 months, is what the court has said. Now, clearly, as I said, that this is a huge indictment for the state police as well, that the accused in this case who have already been charge-sheeted are absconding, and the Supreme Court has to intervene in order to ensure that the local court begins trial in this entire case. And this, of course, is one of those bunch of cases that have come to light after the 2021 State Assembly poll results. There were allegations of post-poll violence, specifically against the principal opposition party, the BJP. This, of course, what we gather is a case from Birbhum district, which is notorious for political violence. And now the Supreme Court has categorically stated that these people must be arrested. First, they should surrender. If failing to surrender, they should be arrested and brought before the court, and trial should begin. And the trial should be concluded within a period of 6 months.
Indrajit Kundu, many thanks for getting us those details because it is now to be seen how the TMC takes this matter further. For the moment, certainly the bail that has been cancelled for those 6 TMC workers, and most importantly, the scathing observations made by the top court coming down heavily on the TMC government and the alleged role of the police in this case. We've got you details of how this hearing had moved on in the top court, where Supreme Court has come down heavily on the TMC. You would remember in 2021, when Hindu families were attacked, women and children were attacked. In fact, on the right of your screens, we've also played out those pictures from 2021, where the police had even refused to lodge any complaint. The TMC had protected those who had gone on to take that quote-unquote revenge after Mamata Banerjee's victory. And you see how women were suffering, people were suffering, but no help from the TMC.